What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Tobi and I film videos sharing my life in Canada. I share tools and resources about finances in Canada, lifestyle in Canada, career content and much more. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. Don't forget to smash that like button for me, it really helps my channel. Don't forget to leave comments, share this video and all that fun stuff. So today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about an account that you need to know in Canada. This video is for everyone. If you're planning to come to Canada, if you're already in Canada, this video is for you, because if you're planning to come to Canada, it's good to be aware of this account, as it would actually help you save money or grow your money in Canada. And if you're already here, there's some things that you might not know of already, and some people actually don't have these accounts yet, believe me. So I'm going to be talking about that in this video. So there are two accounts I was going to talk about, the TFSA and RSP, but I just thought to make them separate videos, because if I talk about them in one video you might get a bit confused and all of that. So today's video is going to be about the TFSA. It's been almost 2 years since I've promised this video, and I promised it again sometime beginning of this year. And yeah, this is me filming the video. So what is a TFSA? It's a tax-free savings account in Canada, and it's an account for residents in Canada. So in Canada, we have tax sheltered, tax deferred accounts. There's the TFSA RSP, and other countries have their version. There's the Roth IRA, traditional IRA, ISP, etc. A lot of them are very similar, but they have different roles depending on the country, the government and all of that. So we're going to be discussing the one for Canada today, which is the TFSA, the tax-free savings account. So these are registered accounts, and as I said in this video, I'm going to be focusing on just the TFSA only. And you probably already know that the Canadian government takes taxes on all your incomes, like different sources of income. I pay taxes on my YouTube income, I pay taxes on my regular 9-to-5 income, like every source of income. If you make money on investment, selling something, you're actually meant to pay taxes on it. A lot of things are taxed in this country, so being able to make money tax-free on your savings or on your investments is a gift from the government. It's like gold for you, because usually you would actually pay taxes on your investments or your money earned from savings. So I'm going to be talking about what it is, benefits, requirements and different things, and what to use it for basically, and things to know about a TFSA. So first of all, what is a TFSA? It provides tax benefits on savings. It's a tax advantage / tax sheltered account. So any money that you earn from your TFSA, any money that grows in your TFSA would not be taxed. Your money will go tax-free inside your TFSA account if you have one, and they will also be completely free when you withdraw money out of that TFSA account. So how do you know if you're eligible for a TFSA account? First of all, you have to be 18 years of age, you have to be a Canadian resident, have a social insurance number to actually enjoy the benefits, the actual benefits of a TFSA account. And the age really depends on your province, so check it. But in Ontario, you can open one and you already have contribution room when you turn 18, and you can actually open and start putting money inside your TFSA when you turn 18. So just confirm with your province, but in Ontario, as long as you're 18, you're good to go with your TFSA accounts. And one major reason why I wanted to film this video was because in university, after a while, I was like, okay, I did my research on some things and I saw that there was actually a TFSA account. I didn't really know too much about it, and I didn't have people around me to ask those questions to, and I just wanted to invest my money. So I went to a bank. This is one of the big 5 banks, and I actually booked an appointment with an advisor, and he was like, because I'm not a permanent resident, I probably won't be able to open a TFSA, or I'll open it but I'll still get taxed on my money, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. And I don't blame him for this, or for giving me that advice, which was actually wrong. I actually don't blame him for this, because it's like, he's a Canadian, he doesn't know the laws for PRs, he doesn't know the difference between temporary residents and permanent residents, he doesn't know what it really means to be a resident. He lives here, so you can only know what you know, in your own bubble and all of that. So I don't blame him for this. But because of what he told me, I actually didn't open a TFSA account until I think my last year in university. Yeah, my last year in university, that was when I actually found out that I could open a TFSA account and open the TFSA account. So don't make this mistake. That's why I'm making this video, so you don't make the mistake. I asked another person, and person too wasn't sure, and it was just a lot. I would have called CRA, but bruh, that was just really too much for me, and I just made another form of investment, which I might share in the future. That is also a mistake I made, but I might share it in the future. We'll see. But anyway, that was a mistake I made. I didn't open my TFSA, or I didn't use my TFSA for 2 whole years when I could actually be earning tax-free money from my TFSA, basically. So let's just talk about contributing inside this TFSA. Because it's a free gift from the government, obviously the government is not going to just give you this account for free and tell you you can contribute as much as you want and all of that. They actually have a limit to it, but you can start contributing when you're 18 years of age. As I said, in Ontario it varies by province, so please just check what age you can start contributing in your province. And your contribution room is actually based on your age. It's not based on your income, it's not based on like any other thing, it's just your age that is based on. And if you're not sure of your contribution room, you can actually log into your CRA account and it will show you your contribution room. One thing to know about your TFSA is that your contribution room is accumulated. So I came to Canada, I was in Canada when I was 18. I didn't have my TFSA by then. I opened it years later, like about 2 years or so later on, and I still had the contribution room that I would have had since I was 18. So there's a table, you can just check it online. I'll probably insert a picture here. So it's based on your age, and there's a yearly increase. Usually it's like $6,000, or lately it's been $6,000 every year, but always check CRA for this information. But yeah, for example, let's just say you're 23. I'm just giving a random number now, and the contribution room for the age of 23 is $30,000, and you actually haven't invested or like put money into your TFSA at all. You still have that $30,000 contribution room to put money into your TFSA, even if you didn't start at the age of 18. So that's the good thing about your TFSA. And let's say you're 23 and you still didn't put money into your TFSA. Next year you're going to be 24, or like when 2023 starts, you have an additional $6,000, which the government gives everybody every year. As I said, it's not always $6,000, but lately it's been $6,000, but let's just say $6,000. So now you have $36,000 to contribute, and you've still not touched this TFSA account, so you have $36,000 to contribute into. So that's the thing about it, like you never lose your contribution room. There are rules to it, or like things I'm going to explain later on in this video, so just continue watching. Another example I would give, let me just use a simple number. Let's just say you're 22-year-old and you have $20,000 in contribution. You've never contributed, and this year 2020 you were able to contribute, let's just say $10,000 into your contribution room, so you actually have $10,000 left. Then next year when 2023 starts, the government gives you another $6,000 contribution room, so you would actually have $16,000 to contribute in for 2023, assuming you only contributed $10,000 in 2022. It's actually easy because there's a table and it's just based on your age. You just need to keep track of what your contribution room is and how much you have left to contribute, which can be done with your CRA account. Anytime you file your taxes, they do all of that, and you can just do your own manual tracking sheets or whatever. That's what I do with mine. So in summary, any unused contribution room would actually be carried forward every year, so you don't have to be pressured to contribute into your TFSA account. You're not going to lose it. So what can you actually do with this TFSA account? You can do so many things with your TFSA account. You can just use it for short-term savings, you can use it for long-term savings, you can use it to invest in GIC, bonds, stocks, much more, and things like that. Actually no restriction to what you can use the money for, but personally, I know the name says tax-free savings accounts. That's a bit misleading. I personally use my TFSA for investments. This is not financial advice, but personally I feel like it makes more sense for me in my situation to use my TFSA for investments. I use regular accounts, or like regular savings accounts, for my short-term savings and all of that, but I use this TFSA for my investments because I know there's no guarantee that you get a higher rate of return and all of that, but I'm investing for the long term, so I don't want to pay money on my capital gains when I sell my stocks in the future, and I don't want to pay taxes on my dividends. And I know that with my calculation numbers that I've done, I'm very okay, and I feel like the rate of return that I'll get in my TFSA is more than the interest rates for like a regular bank savings account. So that's why I put my investments in my TFSA, so there's like more benefits to that for me, since I won't have to pay taxes on my capital gains when I sell them, and I won't have to pay taxes on my dividends. That's just what makes more sense to me. So you can do whatever you want, but personally I always suggest that you should use your TFSA for investments, but feel free to use your TFSA for whatever you want. I know I have my emergency funds, sinking funds and all of that. I don't use my TFSA for that because there's a contribution room. I don't want to use my emergency funds to now max out my TFSA. Meanwhile, that is for emergency, because I don't invest my emergency funds. It's for emergency, so that's in a separate savings account and it is not in my TFSA. That's what I personally do. So do what feels right for you. So let's talk about withdrawing from this TFSA account. One thing to know is that you can withdraw from your TFSA at any time. It is not locked into anything, except you invest the money you invest into your TFSA is locked into something. I don't know the type of investment you're doing with your TFSA, but except that, then that's when it might be locked. But the TFSA account doesn't lock up your money itself, so you can withdraw whenever you want to withdraw from your TFSA. But one thing to know is that when you withdraw, your contribution room is lost only for that year if you've already maxed your contribution room. Okay, let's give an example. So this is summer, this is 2022. Let's say the contribution room for my age in 2021 was $44,000 and I contributed everything. $44,000, I maxed out my contribution room. Then 2022, government of Canada gives us $6,000 extra in contribution room, and I put money immediately into it in January. So now it is $50,000. I have maxed my contribution room based on my age. Let's say for something just comes up and I really need to withdraw money from my TFSA this summer 2022, and I withdraw $10,000 from my TFSA. Then maybe in October or November, I actually get more money back, and I actually still want to invest that money and I want to put it in my TFSA. If I put money back into my TFSA after withdrawing, then I'm going to actually be over contributing, only because I had already maxed out my TFSA for the year of $50,000. I know it's only $40,000 inside it right now, but remember there was a time I had $50,000 in the year 2023 inside it that I had contributed for the $6,000 that the government gave this year. So if I'm putting money back into it, then I am over contributing, and there'll be a penalty for that. You can calculate it, say if it makes sense. If it makes sense, then yeah, put money into it. But what is advised is that, or like the best thing to do is, if you really need to withdraw money from your TFSA and you've maxed out your contribution room, just wait till the end of the year to withdraw that money. That's the best thing to do, because if you withdraw the money in December 2023, let's say for example I withdraw the $10,000 in December 2023, by January 2020, what am I saying? This is 2022. If I withdraw the money December 2022, by January 2023, I'll be able to contribute that money back and contribute the new TFSA contribution room that the government gives us. And that's just like less than 1 month of waits, because remember, with investments, time in the market is better than time in the market. So if you're really cautious about the time and all of that, then it's just best to withdraw the money that you want to withdraw at the end of the year, so you can actually still put money back into it almost immediately. But that's only if you've actually reached your contribution room limits. But if you've not, then just be contributing until you've reached your contribution room limits. That's the thing. So let's just talk about when to use your TFSA. I would suggest to use your TFSA as soon as you can, as soon as you're eligible to use it. Use your TFSA. You can contribute, even if it's like $20 every month or $30 every month. Just do what you can do and make use of your TFSA account. But yeah, that's it about the TFSA. I just wanted to give a brief or like a general 101 or introduction to TFSA, just to really understand what the account is about. Just important rules to know about your TFSA. There are definitely deeper things to talk about, but this is just like general introduction, especially for someone who doesn't really understand what the TFSA is about, and just for things to be mindful of with your TFSA. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget, you can check, I'll just put a link in the description box of the TFSA contribution room limits per year, or like for this year, so you can see what you're working with and all of that, and it will be based on your age. Don't forget to contribute into your TFSA or open your TFSA account. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did. Let me know, do you already have a TFSA account? If you're based in Canada, let me know if you have a TFSA account. If you're based elsewhere, because I know they have something similar in America, they have something similar in UK and different parts of the world. If you're based somewhere else and you have something similar, let me know what it's called in the comment section. Let me know if you already have one, and if you don't have one already, let me know if you're going to open a TFSA account. Let me know all of that in the comment section. Remember, you're paying taxes on a lot of things, so this is one way to pay less tax on money that is going to grow tax-free if you're investing it. So let me know all of that in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button so I know that you enjoyed this video and appreciate it, and share this video, leave comments, subscribe and all of that. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.